Hey guys, and welcome back to a quick unscheduled video. So, we just got a new trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm really late reacting to this because when it came out I was in the cinema watching Avengers Endgame for the third time, and then I had cheer practice straight after, so I'm like 5 hours late, but I am now home and I'm going to be reacting to the new Far From Home trailer. I am excited, but I'm also very nervous because today, Monday the 6th of May, the spoiler ban on Avengers Endgame has been lifted, and so this trailer is probably going to include Endgame spoilers. Even if it doesn't, I will be discussing what happens in Endgame, so do not watch this reaction if you haven't seen Endgame yet. If they do talk about what happened in Endgame in this trailer, I'm not looking forward to that. I haven't recovered from when I saw it earlier. This should be interesting. Again, major spoiler warning if you haven't seen Endgame. Let's go ahead and watch the new Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. Let's just go ahead and watch it.
The Spider-Man Far From Home trailer is about to play, but if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame yet, stop watching because there's some serious spoilers about to come up.
Oh no.
But if you have seen Avengers Endgame, enjoy the trailer.
Everywhere I go, I see his face. I just really miss him.
Yeah, I miss him too.
Already crying.
I don't think Tony would have done what he did if he didn't know that you were going to be here after he was gone.
You gonna be the next Iron Man now?
Well, no, I don't have time. I'm too busy doing your jobs.
Oh, I'm kidding. Look, keep up the good work because I am going on vacation.
Heads up, Nick Fury's calling you.
I don't really want to talk to Nick
Answer
Fury.
the phone.
Why?
Yeah.
Because if you don't talk to him, then I have to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. You sent Nick Fury to voicemail?
I gotta go.
You do not ghost Nick Fury.
What up, dorks? What's up? We're just talking about the trip.
I'm here in St. Marco Polo.
Oh, I think MJ really likes me.
That reminds me when I first fell in love. You're a very difficult person to contact, Spider-Man.
It was a fake scene in the first trailer. Okay.
This is Mr. Beck.
We could have used someone like you on my world.
Your world?
Beck is from Earth, just not ours. The snap to our hole in our dimension.
You're saying there's a multiverse?
We have a job to do.
It's like Into the Spider-Verse.
There's gotta be someone else you can use. What about Thor?
Off-world.
Captain Marvel?
Unavailable.
But I'm just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Bitch, please, you've been to space.
What do you want, Peter?
I want to go back on my trip with the girl who I really like and tell her how I feel. MJ, I
am Spider-Man.
Of course I'm not.
I mean, it's kind of obvious.
Oh my god.
You may not be ready, but this is my responsibility.
Saving the world requires sacrifice. Sometimes people die.
Oh my God.
I just always feel like I'm putting my friends in danger. The world needs the next Iron Man.
You going to step up or not?
Out of here! Get on the jet! Who are you? I work with Spider-Man.
You work for Spider-Man?
I work with Spider-Man, not for Spider-Man. New plan.
I'm really very much not over Endgame yet. Oh god. Tony. Oh, that's mean. I'm gonna watch the start of that trailer again because it was really sad.
Oh, I see his face. I just really miss him.
Me too.
Yeah, I miss him too. I don't think Tony would have done what he did if he didn't know that you were going to be here after he was gone.
Oh, I don't even know what to say. I will be filming an Avengers Endgame review at some point. Probably not before Spider-Man comes out. or I might, no, I'm probably not gonna have time to get it out before. But I also want to do a Captain Marvel review. I feel like I should bring that out first, but we'll see. I will be reviewing Endgame, even if it takes a year, like my Spider-Man Homecoming review. I will be reviewing Endgame. I'm so excited for Spider-Man Far From Home, but now that I've seen what happens in Endgame, it's just gonna make me even more sad over Tony, because I'm not over that. Y'all know how scared I was going into Avengers Endgame. Man, Endgame was so sad. Oh, I need to discuss Spider-Man. Okay, so that trailer, obviously, as expected from seeing Endgame, Far From Home is very much just, it's going to be about Peter getting back into the world after being dusted and gone for 5 years and being brought back 5 years later. I'm guessing we can assume that all his friends in this were also dusted, otherwise they would be like 5 years older by now, so we can assume that they all got dusted as well. Nick Fury. So that is a very valid point. I think a lot of us were wondering about that. In the very first trailer that we got of Spider-Man, obviously in that scene where Nick Fury shoots Ned, and then Nick Fury's like, nice to finally meet you, Spider-Man, and we were like, oh, Nick Fury finds out who he is, oh my god. But after seeing Endgame, we were kind of like, surely they've met before then, because they're both at Tony's funeral, so surely they would have met at the funeral. And so we wondered if that was a fake scene. So obviously that scene does happen, but it is different dialogue. They have already met before then. Pete ghosts Nick Fury, so Fury shows up. MJ knows that Pete's Spider-Man, which I think we kind of all saw coming. I think we all kind of worked out that MJ probably knows that he's Spider-Man. So that's pretty cool though. That's gonna be awesome. I don't really know what else to say. Mysterio looks great. Oh, Mysterio is from another dimension, so obviously this is like Into the Spider-Verse. So the whole multiverse is real, you know. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is one dimension, obviously Mysterio is from another dimension, Into the Spider-Verse is another dimension, well, Miles' Earth is another dimension, then you've got all the other spider people from that film and their dimensions. But yeah, so the whole multiverse is real within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is gonna be very interesting, because it means we could bring like other spider people into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that also could, ooh, the fact that Marvel now have the X-Men rights and they could potentially put like mutants and X-Men into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What if they're all from like another universe as well, like another dimension, and that's how they bring the X-Men into the Marvel. Okay, I'm going off track here, but that is the fact that the multiverse definitely exists in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and now the characters are becoming aware of it and they're switching between the two. Definitely very interesting, and it opens a lot of doors into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. See what I did there? Really, all I can take from that trailer is I am emotional over Tony still. That's everything I think that I picked up on. It's just gonna be Pete being sad over Tony, and my heart isn't ready because I'm not over Tony. I've seen the film 3 times and I have uncontrollably sobbed every single time when Tony dies. In fact, like the second 2 times I saw it, I started crying before it happened because I knew it was gonna happen. Oh god. You know, I thought everything could go back to normal and we'd be nice and I wouldn't have to worry about watching Marvel films and I wouldn't have to worry about being sad and crying at Marvel films anymore after Endgame, but nope, now we have the aftermath of Endgame to deal with. So this should definitely be interesting, but I'm very excited for this film. It looks good. I mean, you guys know how much I love Tom Holland and Spider-Man Homecoming, so I'm just excited for another Spider-Man film, but I am going to be very emotional over Tony still, and it comes out in less than 2 months, I believe, if it comes out on the 2nd of July. I won't have recovered from Endgame by then, so I will still be emotional when I watch it in the cinema. Oh god, okay. I'm gonna go. That was my reaction to the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Like I said, I will be releasing a spoiler review of Avengers Endgame at some point if you are wondering exactly how I felt about that. Like and subscribe and I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye!